So our next article is in 1956. The headline is Hopkinton Police to Act on Air Rifles. Hopkinton Police Chief John Hilditch today has received numerous complaints that boys with air rifles are maliciously destroying property. Glass has been broken in the homes, automobiles, and streetlights. It's a violation of law to carry an air rifle without the consent of the police department. Anyone found will be prosecuted, the chief said. Anyway, so we got a case of boys being boys again.
Yeah.
Air rifles. This one is a special one. I had mentioned in a previous show that the book of all these articles that we're talking about were put together by Skip Irvine for the Historical Society, and the book was dedicated to Police Chief John Hilditch, and I think Skip probably had a special relationship with Chief Hilditch. Anyways, he passed away on November 23rd, 1956. And that's the day of the newspaper. Apparently, he passed away on the 22nd of November. Do you know what happens around that time of year?
No.
It's a football game.
Okay.
A big game. Hopkinton Ashland football.
Yes, okay.
Police Chief John Hilditch was fatally stricken with a heart attack shortly after 10 this morning while on the way to investigate a housebreak. Chief Hilditch's 48-year-old father of 5 was attending the Ashland-Hopkinton football game when he received news of a break in the home of E.H. Washburn on East Main Street. Officer Michael McBride and the chief were driving on Main Street when Hilditch complained of pains in his chest. They went to the Main Street home of Dr. Joseph Annunziata, who came out and found the chief dead. Last night, Chief Hilditch had worked until nearly midnight delivering food baskets to needy families.
Oh, you know, so that was November. That was Thanksgiving.
That's the Thanksgiving day, the big football game.
Yep.
The big football game, Hopkinton and Ashland. He was attending the game, and he got the call about this break-in, and he got a heart attack on the way.
Right.
Too bad. This is a picture of Chief Hilditch. I didn't know the man. I wasn't here. I didn't move to Hopkinton until 1962, and he passed away in '56. But at any rate, he was well-liked, well-liked police chief. So I guess you call that a sad story.
Yes, that definitely is.
Next story was in 1956. FBI help asked in Hopkinton thefts. So we got Chief Bowker now. Police Chief Francis Bowker called upon the state police and the FBI for assistance in the investigation of overnight breaks in 4 business establishments, including the Hopkinton Savings Bank. The officials at the bank reported that nothing of value had been taken, but the front door had been smashed in. Other establishments broken into included the Country Cleaners, Jean's Barber Shop, and the Hopkinton Fuel Supply Company. So
this is pretty different.
Yeah, this is, and I think this is the bank. This photo, I think, is the bank block that these businesses were in.
It says Bank
says
see
bank on it.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the bank. This building still exists. It's on the corner of Hayden Row and Main Street.
Yes.
And it's a brick building. You recognize it instantly.
Oh, yeah.
When you see
Right
it.
next to the Common.
Yeah. But now this one isn't good. Two Hopkinton boys, age 4, drowned, and their arms are entwined. You can tell it's not going to be a good story.
Right.
But the 2 4-year-old boys drowned in 5 feet of water in Lake Maspinock this afternoon when they broke through thin ice while playing near the shore within sight of their homes. The victims were Robert Kusowski and Robert Winslow. Robert Winslow lived on Beach Road, and Kusowski lived on Lakeshore Drive. So I had to tell you about it. I mean, it's not a nice story.
No, that's like, I think that's the saddest one.
Yeah, it was probably the saddest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially their arms entwined.
That's the killer.
Regretfully, here's a picture of the 2 boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm sure there's viewers that remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Next story is in 1957. Hopkinton car crash hurts girls. 2 girls were injured on Route 85 last night when their car went off the road near the reservoir and struck a tree. Beverly Brownlee, 19 of Wood Street, and Elizabeth Hewins, 19 of Mayhew Street, were rushed to Framingham Union Hospital. Miss Hewins, the passenger, was thrown through the windshield. She was cut about the face and suffered a concussion of the brain. It was the 2nd accident she has been in during the past year. Miss Brownlee, listed by the police as the driver, received bruises and cuts and several teeth knocked out. Anyways, another automobile accident.
That's too much information.
Another automobile accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, can't do much about it. This next story is in 1957. Hopkinton man eludes police twice. So already starting off as an interesting story. And it is an interesting story. I want you to pay attention to this. A young hold up man who robbed Mrs. Sarah Wells, the proprietor of the Wells Variety Store, of $20 yesterday morning, managed to elude police at least twice and was still at large early this morning. Police Chief Bowker said last night that the car used in the holdup was spotted on Route 9 in Natick near the Shoppers World shortly before 1 p.m. and again on Route 135 at about 3 p.m. Patrolman Leslie Taylor of Hopkinton Police and the holdup man gave a note to Mrs. Wells, which read, "This is a holdup. Put all your money in a paper bag. One wrong move and I will kill you. I have a gun under this paper." The note was written in red ink. Mrs. Wells said she thought that the gun was not real, but she gave him 10 two $10 bills just the same. The proprietor of the country store and the sub post office said that the man who she never had seen before came in while she was waiting on another customer. Mrs. Wells said he bought a bottle of tonic and leaned on a cooler while reading the paper, and while drinking the tonic. When the customer went out, Mrs. Wells said the man went out also. She said he came back shortly thereafter and handed her the note. She told the gunman she didn't have any money, to which he replied, I need $20. She described the fellow as about 5'10", dark, and estimated his age at about 19. She said she ran to a window and was able to write down the registration number. But anyways, so here's a picture of Mrs. Wells, Sarah Wells, the proprietor of the Wells store, and the assistant postman ran the post office there. The post office is still there. Actually, the building looks pretty much like it does here in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that when he asked for all the money, and then he comes back and says, I need $20. And so she gave him the $20. Is that a holdup or what?
Oh, that's a holdup.
Is that a holdup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's a holdup even if you don't get money.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that you're doing it is the crime.
Yeah. It's a strange one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
and nobody,
not a professional thief.
Yeah, it wasn't a professional. He's reading the newspaper and drinking his soda.
Right.
And while she was waiting on another customer. But anyway. This story is nothing missing in Hopkinton Bank. And Hopkinton Break. High school officials today reported nothing was taken during the latest in a series of breaks in this town. Police Chief Francis Bowker reported the entry was forced into the school about 9 p.m. Saturday by smashing glass in the side door. He said he doubted the intruder had time to do anything. This is in 1958.
So was that the current middle school?
You know, I pictured this as being at the Ash Street School, but maybe it was the middle school.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was a high school. I don't know.
Well, I think the middle school was the high school at that point, wasn't it? Or was it built as the middle school? All right, anyways, let's edit that part out.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I hit twice. This story is, this is kind of a cute little story. This is in 1959. The title is Hopkinton Cruiser Burned. Chief relies on his own car. So there was the 1958 car that the police chief used was badly damaged, and so Chief Bowker had to use his own car. But this gives me the chance to say that in these days, the police chief's car was a station wagon. And so if you had to transport anybody to the hospital or whatever, You just put them in the back of the station wagon.
Maybe that's why the earlier article talked about the police ambulance.
And the police ambulance may have been just a station wagon.
Yeah. Also interesting that we know there are at least 4 members of the Hopkinton Police Department, but only 1 car.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only 1 car. So we're learning something.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how you do it too. Yeah, you piece these little pieces together, and maybe you solve your puzzle. This one is 1959, so we're getting close.
Okay.
Hopkinton youth stabbed fatally. Quiz police busboy. A 16-year-old Hopkinton boy was fatally stabbed here. This is in Framingham tonight, in what police say may have been in the aftermath of a row among 4 boys. The victim was identified as Stephen Johnson, 16, of Claflin Ave, Hopkinton. Police are holding 3 youths for the questioning, one identified as a busboy for the Framingham State Police Barracks. The stabbing took place at the corner of Clark and Concord Streets in Framingham. Anyways, there's nothing.
Sad story.
It's just.
Also,
we got a local here, Stephen Johnson of Claflin Ave.
Right. Also, you've noticed Avenue is not capitalized, just like the previous stories.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder when that came into style.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. Next story is, and I've got this in because I know one of the families well. November 1959, 2 Hopkinton tots die from pneumonia. The sudden flash deaths, and this is what they call the terminology, a flash death. Here of 2 children have been attributed to flash pneumonia is what I was thinking about here. George Van Dam, 3-year-old son of Alfred Van Dam of 16 Highfield Road, Roslindale, died in his mother's arms Saturday night while she and the child were visiting friends. The Sani family of Downey Street. But this is the one that I'm interested in particular. James W. Duffy, 2-year-old son of Dr. and Mrs. John Duffy of Hayden Row Street, died in his sleep early Saturday morning. Dr. McCann of Framingham said both children died of acute intestinal pneumonia. He said commonly called flash pneumonia because it strikes with little warning. So I did not know about that.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that either.
I didn't know about the disease, and I didn't know about the Duffy boy. I was very good friends with John Duffy. We served on several boards together in town. Anyhow, his family will hear about that one. This story is a trust fund. It's in 1960. A trust fund for the children of Mr. and Mrs. Henry Orme of Hayden Row Street has been established. Mr. Orme was killed in an auto accident Sunday morning in North Smithfield, Rhode Island. Mrs. Norm is a patient in the hospital. The children are Therese and Barbara, Charlene and Henry. Anyways, it's too bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the police stories can be good. No, they're not good. It's just, it's degrees of how bad they get.
Yeah, sometimes they can be farcical.
Yeah, they can be farcical.
More often they're there in the worst times.
We have this one in 1960, 2 injured in crash in Hopkinton. 2 persons were injured, one of them seriously in a truck car collision late yesterday afternoon on Hayden Rose Street. Both vehicles were badly damaged. The injured were Walter Seeley, 33, of Granite Street, with a fractured skull, and James Maha, 35, of Bancroft Ave, Milford. According to the police, Seeley was driving his truck north on Hayden Row when the dense fog, here's the fog again, when the dense fog caused him to collide with the car driven by Maha. Seeley was taken to the hospital. But anyways, there's
a lot of fractured skulls in these stories.
Yeah. And it had to be pretty dense fog.
Yeah.
Not to see another, unless you're speeding or something.
And it's late afternoon, so wow. Must probably was like really rainy and foggy.
Yeah, it says late yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing right along, on July 1960, we have a window smashed at a Hopkinton plant. Police are investigating the breakage of 42 windows in the former Seaman and Cobbs Company plant on Hayden Row Street, which recently was acquired by General Packard's Company of Newton. The damage was done over the holiday weekend. The new owners recently completed moving in the equipment. So we have the Siemens and Cobbs plant, 42 windows on Hayden Row Street. This is a photo of the plant in probably around 1910, when it was the Andrew Freiberg and Sons Company, the gun company.
Mm-hmm.
We had a show here previously about the Andrew Freiberg Gun Manufacturing Company of Hopkinton.
Right.
It was in the same building. And this is a later story, a photo of when it was the General Packard's Company. It's now it's number 42 Hayden Row Street. Excuse me, it's 34 Hayden Row Street.
Okay.
It's the building that has a daycare center in it. Very busy traffic late in the afternoon, in and out. People picking up their children.
And I believe that was your picks for the highlights.
That was it. So that was the articles I selected out of Skip's book of, I don't know, at least 100 newspaper articles.
Easy.
Some of the other ones, the ones I passed over, are like police chief appointed, or selectman appointed a chief. They were just normal business. They weren't police transactions.
Mm-hmm.
I was interested in the accidents, the robberies.
Yeah.
The joyride to California really got my attention.
That was a good
one. And the scam, the $54 scam.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Well, did you expect this to be 4 episodes when you came?
I knew it wasn't going to be 1. That's all. I thought it was going to be 2.
I know. Well, listen. Hey, thanks for everything that you do at the Historical Society.
My pleasure.
And,
I obviously enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
And thanks for Skip.
Yeah.
For putting that all together.
Yeah. And where's that?
The other way.
Yeah, I want to go all the way back to that first picture we showed about the the hardware store.
Mike. All right, he's going to stop it and go back to that picture.
So don't forget this.
Wait a minute. Let him get it on first.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, this is on. Okay. So don't forget me on this for those that didn't see this episode, this is when we first started the show, the series of shows. We had this old photograph that's unidentified. There's no writing on the back that tells us where the store is. It's in our Hopkinton Historical Society collection of photographs. If anybody recognizes the store, please let us know. We would love to know. It may not even be Hopkinton. I don't know.
Could be anything.
Yeah, but it's an interesting photo.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, there's 6 men in there, no women, 6 men, and like 4 of them are well dressed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a hardware store. I don't know.
Wow. You know what? People dressed up back in those days.
Yeah. Ties.
I know. All right, John, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to what's coming up in future episodes, too.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this episode, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye.